Ain't nothing like the real thing. Oh, yeah. We are talking about Gemology 101 today. Welcome back. Class is in session. Be fancy, be fortified, be fabulous and fierce. Be fancy, be fortified, be fabulous and fierce. Something unique I discovered about the black diamond, that it comes in one color. Guess what color that is? Fancy black. Ha! Fancy black. Where my fancy blacks at? Rumi said, that which strikes the oyster shell doesn't damage the pearl. Doesn't damage the pearl. That which strikes the oyster shell doesn't damage the pearl. Doesn't damage the pearl. Christy, break it down to me in layman's terms. You are stronger on the inside than you are on the outside. That's femininity fortified. Come get your life. While I was riding from the airport, this billboard sign just jumped out at me. It said, tell us your story. Tell us your story. Tell us your story. Not Kathy's story. Not Brittany's story. Not Grandma's story. But tell us your story. Especially the parts of the story you don't want anyone to know about. See, what's unique about the oyster is that only 1 in 10,000 produce a pearl. And even less than that are considered worthy of being sold at the jewelry store. But what's even more interesting is the history behind what was a catalyst to cause pearl farmers to begin creating pearls in imitation of the real. The diamonds came on the scenes around the 1700s. And this is what happened. The diamonds were less expensive. They were cheaper. And all of a sudden, individuals started gravitating towards the diamonds. So they became the jewel of choice. Now, what's a pearl to do? Only 1 in 10,000 come through. So they get this bright idea. Let's just multiply by creating the fake. I don't have a natural derriere, but let's just get a BBL. Let's get some injections. The pearl began to seek to compete with the diamond. But what happened was the value began to diminish anytime you try to imitate that which is not your authentic nature. Your value decreases. So can you just own who you are? Can you own what you have? I found an email that was dated 2008 before I left. And in that email, I was in beauty school and I was elated because I was chosen as the individual that had the highest retail sales that week. And I just made $65 in tips. And in the same breath, I was celebrating because my car was somewhere broke down. I didn't have any gas. And one of my clients said, "You are always so positive." And I told her, that's that Jesus joy. Fast forward, this weekend I'm sitting in first class, being flown across the US of A to use my voice. Life was beating upon the shell, but it couldn't damage the pearl. You don't hear me. So if you see me happy, know that I was happy when I had nothing. So how much more will I be over the top full of joy and prosperity? It's not for you to understand. It's not for you to get it. 1 in 10,000. The more rare, the more valuable. The more rare, the more valuable. Don't you dare seek to duplicate the inauthentic and try to mass produce yourself by being something other than you were created to be. Be fabulous, be fortified, be focused,